Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
Jonathan Overend, a part of the team, a 3 o'clock finish for you last night. Hopefully, might not be so bad this evening. But it's so exciting, isn't it, watching this tennis going on? But the big news coming out of it is from Emma Raducanu. Yet again, she splits with another coach. Did that surprise you?
Yeah, she played yesterday.
Yeah.
She won the match and dropped very few games, so obviously that's terrific. But a new coach came into her corner ahead of her first match in Miami, which she lost. So they had a little bit of time to practice together before the Miami tournament. And we were expecting him to be in the box for that match she played yesterday, and he wasn't. And we now learned that trial period, if you like, has come to an end, and it won't be going forward any further. So you can look at this two ways. One, it's Raducanu's ruthless streak once again coming into action, and another coach bites the dust. But on the other hand, he hadn't really started. They were just getting to know each other in the very early days. And I think if she feels that it's not going to work out, and if she feels in any way uncomfortable about the direction of the relationship, whatever it might be, then she's absolutely within her rights to call time on it at that early stage.
Yeah, it's quite rare, though, isn't it, what we're seeing at the moment? Or is it intense, though, isn't it, Dennis? Kind of the exchanging of coaches.
Yeah, it's more usual for players to have a longer-term coach in place, not necessarily for their whole career, but certainly for a period of time, a couple of years or even more. Of course, Emma did have a pretty consistent figure in her corner until recently, who was Nick Cavaday, the British coach. Now, Nick's had to step away for health reasons, and she absolutely respects that. But it's just a shame that relationship couldn't have gone further, because it did feel like they were a good partnership. So again, it's like back to the drawing board for Raducanu to find the right person. It's a very curious relationship, the tennis player-coach relationship, because it's not like you've got teammates or much of a support squad behind the scenes. It's often just the two of you figuring things out, and that's why the dynamics of the personal relationship are so important.
You know the circuit really, really well. Is there anyone out there that you think, actually, I think that would be a good matchup?
I think you're always surprised sometimes when players do announce coaches, because often the best coaches haven't worked before. I mean, look at Djokovic appointing Andy Murray.
Yeah.
No real coaching experience. What's to say a player ranked 200, 300 in the world who's only just retired might not be the best fit for Emma Raducanu? What's to say someone who hasn't even played the game of tennis might be the best fit? Because there's not much these elite players can be taught about how to hit a backhand down the line, for example. A lot of it is psychological. A lot of it is organising logistics. I mean, really boring stuff the coaches do have to do when you're on site at tournaments. So every player needs something different from every coach. So I don't think it's our place to sit here and tell her who the best fit is for the coach. Only she really knows. One thing's for sure, at some point in time, she is going to have to settle down and make a concerted effort to find the right person, because there are very few players who chop and change as much as she has done.
OK, we are running out of time, sadly, but I do want to just get your thoughts on this kind of situation that's coming out from the players, you know, a players' union suing some of the governing bodies. What more can you tell us on this? Quite bizarre.
Yeah, the PTPA is an organisation that was co-founded by Novak Djokovic and a Canadian player, Vasek Pospisil, and they're putting all these lawsuits out against basically every governing body in the sport, saying there's an awful lot wrong and making some pretty serious allegations, actually, which the tours have refuted. There's a lot wrong with the sport of tennis. You know, if you allow me to sit here with a big pad of paper, I could give you a few suggestions, but I don't think it's all bad. And it's a strange way to negotiate, putting out a load of lawsuits.